Hello and good evening for all mankind. Season 4, episode 4, House Divided is over, and it has been since 2023. But here in 2025 on Live Long and Podcast, we're just getting started. Whether you're joining us live on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, or catching the audio version wherever you get your podcasts, our mission to watch every episode of For All Mankind continues. One Soviet power struggle, one black market hustle, and one fractured colony at a time. The year is 2003. In Happy Valley on Mars, the USSR demands Svetlana be sent back for trial, sparking a standoff with NASA and Danielle, while Miles smuggles a Mars rock, but nearly dies chasing profit, while Margo undercovers fatal flaws in Roscosmos engineering. Now here's the guy who watched Miles fall into the ravine, Margo exposed Soviet negligence, and Ed fight for a crewmate he couldn't save, still wondering if Happy Valley is cracking faster than the bolts holding it together. I'm your host, Dave Mader, and we got a great top-tier panel to break down the fallout. Coming back. She's back, everyone. Straight back from the Canadian curling trials in Halifax, watching Kelly and Aleda chase the biotech dreams, and Ed wrestle with tremors, and Svetlana face exile, all while wondering if Happy Valley's real problem is that everyone's hustling and no one's leading. Style meets steel. It's Heather Narduzzi.
Hello. I'm glad to be back. And I watched the episode I missed last week and this episode, and at least they got the ball rolling on season 4. Okay, good. Last week's episode was great. I loved it. And this week's episode, I wouldn't say nothing burger like some other people may have opined. But
I'm trying to figure out what show you watched. But anyway.
Let's get into it.
Yes, well, that's a great transition. Coming in here next, our skeptic in chief. He's our technologist who doesn't blink at taking a TV apart at 3:30 in the morning. And when Margo uncovers a faulty Soviet bolts and the comms go dark, he's not patching the system. He's questioning the source code. It's Jody Simpson.
Hello, Dave.
Hello.
I, too, have watched this show, and I feel it's much different than what she's saying.
Yes, not as a something burger?
Don't let that lipstick fool you, people. She didn't watch the same thing.
She watched. It was the same show. Same thing. It's been verified.
I'm not sure it was, but anyway.
But, different strokes for different folks, as they say. Coming in here next, our spiritual compass, weighing the cost of mercy against the burden of command. If trust is currency, he's tracking the exchange rate. From Moscow's coup to Mars's compromises, he's asking whether loyalty is ever enough. It's Kevin Millard.
Hello, Dave. I don't know if I agree with either of them, but I know that I do not care about this season.
So you're with me then. All right.
Well, okay. Well, maybe we'll change your mind. Here's the man who's the most optimistic of us all. He's just not reading the terrain. He's watching the fault lines form from Ottawa to Happy Valley. He's tracking the quiet revolutions, the economic undercurrents, and moves no one sees coming until it's too late. If Mars is a pressure cooker, he's already listening to the hiss. It's Adam Woodward.
I feel like we are a house divided on this episode, like going in here.
Yes. I think so. Yeah. Are you? Which side of the house are you on? Are you on the Heather side or are you on
the right side?
Guys, I've taken the season has taken a pleasant change for me the last 2 episodes, the last week and this week. So I'm not the negative guy I was 2 episodes ago.
There you go. Well, completely subverting expectations, and I love it. And rounding out our
folks.
Yes. And rounding out our panel, he's tracking the fault lines beneath the mission from Margo's revelations to Miles' risky smuggling. If the show's about alternate timelines, he's watching the moral ones. Who gets forgiven? Who gets forgotten? And who gets paid? And yes, when Dev reappears, he's wondering if disruption is just another form of survival. It's Jeff Mader.
Man, fuck that guy.
Dev?
Yeah, Dev.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Ed.
No,
Him too.
Him too.
He was a bit better this episode, but
not really until he got into it with Danielle. Yeah. Maybe we'll break all that down. Of course, spoilers. If you have not seen this episode or watched season 4 yet or any of that, but you probably already know that. This is the 34th episode overall of For All Mankind that we're talking about, titled House Divided. It aired exactly 2 years ago today, December 1st, 2023. Written by Sabrina Almeida, directed by Dan Liu, And as we mentioned, the Soviet Union demands Svetlana face trial for what she does here. She pushes a guy, his suit breaks open, and he nearly dies, or maybe he will die. We'll find out. NASA and Danielle resist, and there's all these tensions here with the USSR and the States. Miles is doing his whole pooper scooper thing with the rocks out on the Martian frontier. You got Sam having to come rescue him from that. And you got Margo exposing some of the Roscosmos stuff. Hey there. And that guy that was all rude to her in the first episode, he gets like disappeared here by the KGB. And we get to see more of Irina here and her ways. And Ed escorts Svetlana at the very episode to exile amidst all these angry faces. So, and just for I thought this episode was better. I thought that, I think that, I understood that, especially episode 2 of this season and some of the problems there, but it depends if you're into these plot lines, I guess, and maybe some of them more than others. Kevin, what's working for you and not working for you in this show right now?
It's like nothing is working for me in this season. Like nothing. It's so boring.
Praise Kevin, hallelujah. Someone else says the same thing.
Why is this show even on Mars? Like, what are they doing on Mars right now that's worth watching on a TV show?
Aging Ed.
Nothing.
They're
collecting rocks, Kevin.
They're collecting rocks. They're collecting big space rocks.
Big market for those rocks.
And dude goes out in the suit by himself. Who would have thought he would get into trouble and fall down, and they'd have to come and rescue him?
It was like I was watching 127 hours.
Yeah, it's so boring that they even yada over it. Like it's only a 10-minute sequence between him falling down and her coming to rescue him. Like, come on with some writing. This is awful. It's awful.
I think they're setting up.
We want him to fall in a hole. And then 5 minutes from then, he'll be rescued.
He'll be pulled out with a rope.
That was the whole pitch for that entire storyline there.
Well, did any of the stuff at the Roscosmos entertain you, Jody? Get to see Russian.
Are those all the scenes with Margo in it?
Yes.
Oh, then no.
Okay.
I have to say, all the scenes with Margo were boring.
They're boring you?
Even where she gets a Russian girlfriend, Margo's late in life lesbian turn, and y'all are not excited about it? Come on.
I'm with it. I'm for it. Although I got the impression, I don't really remember, but that woman who says that her mentor, was it Kirill? Is that his name? I think he gets pulled off, and I wasn't sure if maybe they have a stronger relationship, perhaps.
No, she's queer.
She needs a new mentor, Dave. She needs a new mentor.
Did I miss something? There was a lesbian thing?
Because Jody's like, maybe I like this now, and
I'm willing to look at the scene again if you tell me where it is.
It's called subtext, Jody, and it's all we had in the 90s. So I read it into everything.
Early 2000s now.
There was a look, Jody. There was a deep look. Didn't you see it?
No, I was probably busy cursing.
Oh, you got your
busy hating Margo.
Don't worry, Margo missed it too.
Okay, Caitlin says, I like your shirt. Now, Caitlin, you're going to have to specify because there are a number of cool shirts.
Yeah, I have this guy today.
I think it might be mine.
Oh, nice.
It's
with no logo.
It's definitely.
Yeah. So
it's probably Kevin's.
Okay.
Let's see her respond there, Jeff.
Yeah, let's wait. She'll tell us.
I find the stuff in Russia interesting, and to see their version of NASA after we've watched 3 seasons at Houston and kind of how their dynamics work, and seeing the contrast to that, which of course is winter, desolate, sort of just colder and not even just
no one's happy either.
No one can be happy. That's impossible.
Not allowed,
including the audience.
At least Margo got interesting. Finally.
No, she isn't.
What?
I find
interesting.
I find it.
Was this the lesbian thing I missed?
Maybe.
Yes.
Listen, I'll wait till we get into it before I give my.
Don't wait. We need you. I love
how you said, "Listen."
All right. Here's my point.
Wait for later.
I agree with Kevin. The Mars stuff was okay. Margo has been freaking annoying to me for, I don't know, how many seasons we are on? 4 on 4 now? Three?
About 3 seasons.
Since she started. Right. But now, and not just because of the looks and the innuendo, Heather, I'm not sure. Maybe, we'll see. She's been alone for a long time. So I granted she might need a partner. But finally, we've got something going on with her. She's useful again. She's not just going to buy bread or whatever she did and limping around Moscow. Like, we got
now she's limping around the space agency.
Yeah, but she's useful again. And I really like the flight director or whoever's in charge there. She's a
Irina.
Yes.
Yeah, she's intimidating and got this scariness. And I kept feeling I feel like we're in the Romulan Star Empire here, and like the Tal Shiar are controlling everything. And
they do feel like Romulans. You're right.
Yeah.
Now, the most annoying person right now for me is Ed Baldwin. He's got to go. He questions Danielle at every turn, and it always goes bad. She's always right.
Yes,
he
always
doesn't
right.
deserve her friendship and her
He
love.
doesn't deserve
He
to be.
doesn't
The only
deserve it at
reason
all.
I don't think Earth's big enough for his ego when he comes back. God help his grandkids. He's going to take it out on him, just like he did with his son. It isn't going to be good when he comes back. He's going to be recalled. This is my prediction.
Don't worry, that kid will know how to ride a bike before Ed gets back. It'll be all right.
Yeah, and I think for me, the main thing in this episode that I'm struggling with is Svetlana, because we only just met her, and the episode asks us to really care about her being extradited. And even though, yes, I know Russia, the Soviet Union, they're like this very authoritarian regime, and she's likely to face this whole harsh, reprisal back in her home country and all this. And I'm not immune to that, but I'm just so I barely know her as a character, and I'm just hard to get sort of really attached, and this is going to cause a whole new Cold War, a whole new tension. And I wish the character had been set up maybe in the previous season at least. But,
sure, but the other thing about why is she being recalled? Because she beat up it wasn't really a fight. The guy fell and cut his arm. But
thank you.
I tried hard.
Yeah. Jeff, you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but honest to God, she should be recalled. She put a guy in the whatever you call those chambers, the barometric chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Life isn't good up there. I think that they're all on the edge of breaking up in Mars.
Yeah, and the guy who ends up in the chamber and everything else, it's established pretty much right in the beginning of the episode that he's a jerk. He's, if anything, he's kind of part of this evil regime, or he's attached to this evil regime back in the Soviet Union. And yet the Helios workers are all rallying around him in this episode. In particular, Massey, she's just well, he's one of us, and I guess this whole division between the astronauts / cosmonauts and just the grunts who work there and things, and they're being, despite her being American and this guy being Russian, they're all Helios, and they're kind of this third category of crewmate. So anyway,
well, working for a faceless corporation and being part of the Russian regime seems to go hand in hand in this show.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff, is there anything you wanted to speak about specifically before we jump in?
Yeah, I think that's what Jody just said is pretty much the crux of the episode. It's you kind of people are falling into their camps, and it's kind of based off the way the base is set up and the structure of what's going on. Even what you see here with the Soviets, they have an overthrow of their government. A more hardline government comes into power, right? And then what ends up happening is now all of a sudden the Americans have to now start kowtowing to what their demands are, and they don't want to, but they have to.
No, wait. No one's kowtowing here yet, right? That was kind of what Daniel Stern said, at least.
Right. But then they did.
Yeah.
God, I'm not even liking him in this show.
Daniel Stern?
How do you not like Daniel Stern?
Oh.
This show.
Like there's a whole scene where he gets yelled at by Al Gore or like chewed out by Al Gore. I was like,
that was a shitty Al Gore.
oh, come on, like I wouldn't want to get yelled at by Al Gore of all people.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
You
He's
know,
super serial, you guys.
yeah, he's so intimidating. What a maniac Al Gore is.
He's not going to sponsor a tree for me now.
He hung up the phone. That was
He hung up the phone on Daniel Stern. Yeah, so it was a whole thing.
Well, as one does.
All right. Well, do you want to jump in through the scene breakdowns, and we'll talk about everything we saw and everything Kevin loved?
Sure, I love
especially.
drama.
Let's see. We begin here on Mars with Buddy, the Russian Helios guy, whose name I don't remember, but he's yelling, he's arguing with Svetlana here.
Wait, go back a second. That was directed towards Jody.
You couldn't be more wrong, Jody.
The subtitle.
They're speaking in Russian about returning to the ideals of Lenin and Stalin, to which Svetlana retorts, I came here to test the modified anchor clamps, not discuss geopolitics with you. And he says, I tested the clamps. They work fine. And she says, if your opinion were enough for Star City, they would have made you an astronaut. So this guy is like a failed astronaut, is also what's established here. Well, or a cosmonaut, I suppose. Where she made it through the program, and they're still arguing once they get in their suits and they're doing whatever they're doing here on the surface. The things that they're always kind of unspecific about.
Playing with big metal phallic symbols. That's
exactly
usually what they're doing.
Svetlana was a darling of the Gorbachev regime, whereas this guy's he's attached to this new hardline regime. She says, or maybe it's him. Will Korchenko save us the same way Stalin did? Shooting dissidents in the forest and dumping their bodies in pits. I thought this was some interesting discourse.
That checks out.
Things they're talking about. He says, Stalin won the great patriotic war. The blood of an entire generation won that war, she says, not Stalin. And listen, the West walked all over Mother Russia. Korchenko will return us to the days when the world lived in fear of our might. So this is kind of like when the Klingon Empire wants to return to the old ways. Which she says, I guess Vasily is his name. She calls him delusional. He says, you're a traitor, spitting on your own culture and spreading your legs in front of the West, which gets her angry.
Yikes.
As it should.
Mm-hmm.
That was rude.
Yes.
Yes, it was, Jody. I agree with you.
I know. I took a class for that.
Well, she tells him to go to hell.
Court mandated.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to speak about it.
Jody's been through sensitivity training, y'all.
And this is him post training.
Yeah, it works so great.
I was.
Yeah. Anyway, so they get into an argument here basically, and then one thing leads to another. She ends up pushing him. He falls backwards, and
does anybody think it's a good idea to have a fight in an atmosphere?
I want to know why they're boiling a turkey. That's what I want to know.
It's
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
Okay. All right.
It's the first Thanksgiving on Mars. It's time to deep fry a turkey and get handsy outside.
Pro tip:
Kill
don't put it
whatever
in the
life is
frozen
on
one.
the surface.
Yeah.
Well, and to answer your question, Adam, if you ever thought that maybe having a fight on Mars or any kind of other depressurized environment would be a good idea, it's not, because this scene should just tell you that very thing. This guy, it's not like he has this massive tumble here, but it's enough to puncture his suit, depressurize it, and he's like all of a sudden there's only carbon dioxide on the surface of Mars. She says to him, exhale your lung or your lungs will burst right now. And he's having a rough day. So
I like how they did his eyes.
yeah.
Not as good as it could have been, though.
It's almost like a Total Recall where the eyes are popping in.
No,
Yeah.
Total Recall did it better.
It's a shame Stalin wasn't there to save him.
Exactly.
Oh, there's the blood of all the patriots.
Yes, all in his eyes.
In his eyes.
Yeah. So that's our teaser for the episode, named House Divided.
It's only going to go downhill from here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, come on. We head back to glorious Roscosmos in Star City.
They win with statues.
They established in the first episode that spring was here. and like it's
This
just
is
no.
spring in Russia,
This
Dave.
is summer.
Okay.
That's like less than 3 inches of snow. That's obviously spring.
It's so gloomy, I gotta tell you. Anyway, so we come in here. This
Looks
is
like Hamilton to me, but anyway.
Margot's
Oh,
first.
shot.
Yeah. Margot's like first day at work here. She like they did a great job making this like just look snowy and miserable and everything else.
It could have been black.
No,
and white.
that's Margo.
Aw.
Oh man,
Snowy
Jody.
and miserable.
She heads inside, and
Looks like the Starfleet uniform is going up the shelf.
I know with the red shoulders and stuff. Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah.
So Margo catches this conversation. No, Margo speaks Russian, so she can hear what people are saying. And we see Irina with a bunch of other people. Now they're talking about what just happened with Svetlana and Vasily. They say he may never regain consciousness, and she has spoken to the president, and he demands that there be repercussions for Svetlana. Which Margo overhears this as they head into a room. And then there's like this one random guy who looks at Margo very briefly.
Yeah, he's the guy that's going to kill her. I'm hoping.
he's definitely up to something. So Margo then goes on her way. We head over to Mars, and this is the conversation with Danielle and Ed about what happened with Svetlana. And this is before they know like everyone on Earth is going to be pissed off, especially Russia, where Ed's trying to make a case for his new girlfriend, Svetlana, by the way. And Danielle wants to suspend her for at least 60 days. No flight status. She can't do anything. And Ed's trying to push back on all that it's not right.
I don't know. I think that's pretty light. Like, why would that be a big issue? Like, give her 60 days off post. That's all. She's still going to be around. Like, they're not going to like put her out in the desert or something.
Well, it's not like they've never sent out anyone out to live in the desert before, have they? Like in exile?
I don't know, Dave. They won't tell us, and I don't care anymore. It's
Exactly.
not suspenseful. It's irritating.
I don't want them to tell me anymore.
Do you hear me?
If they tell me about it now, I'm going to be pissed off.
Well, get ready to be pissed off. So,
Wow. Yeah.
anyway, so
We need Evil Adam back.
Danielle is not going for it here, and Ed's like, this is so typical of you, and she's like, this.
So does he only dye his mustache?
Maybe I don't know.
I have been liking Danielle in this season. I think she's been very.
She's
good.
better than she was in previous seasons for sure.
No, she's
Danielle-
exactly the same.
It's the same to me. Like my only thing with Danielle is like she's
She was
always
much more timid in the.
she's
earlier
always
seasons.
perfect. She's always says the right thing versus every other character on the
she's
show.
fucking irritating.
But like it's hard to like I can't fault her because
She
she's
always looks 40 years old.
she's
Yeah.
right. Regardless if it's the 70s, 80s, 90s, or the 2000s,
Right.
she's right. But
She
that's
must be
just-
going to get her dye from the guys downstairs because her hair is now no gray.
goes up and
No
down.
gray. Yeah.
Anyway, and just then they're about to bring in Svetlana so she can hear that she's going to be suspended, but she says it doesn't matter. I've been recalled to the Soviet Union and I have to go back on this ship called Unity tomorrow. I have to be pulled back tomorrow, and they're kind of
Fitting name.
Yes, they're kind of concerned about that and alarmed by it as well. So
Ed's like, I haven't even got laid yet.
I think he did.
I don't think he did.
Okay, well, let us know in the
it
comments.
feels
I
like
know.
a
Let's
first-
take it. Let's take a vote, panel.
It feels like a first
Okay.
kiss, like later in the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Do you think that Ed and Svetlana slept together, Dave?
I do. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
who else thinks that? Show of hands.
It's just
I don't care.
I feel
Well,
like
that pretty much sums that one up.
in
I think
Ed's
they had.
mind,
I thought this episode was their first kiss.
That's what I thought it
Yeah.
was too.
That's
well,
what
they
I
didn't
thought.
say that. I don't know. Like, I'm
They
feeling
also didn't say they slept together either, Dave.
I
It's
think
subtext, guys.
they had a big bong together and they had their freak on. Come on, like am I that crazy? Like
No, they
No,
probably
you know
shared
what?
a Twinkie. All right.
I'm with you, Dave. They're doing it. Margo and Mrs. are doing it. Everybody's doing
everyone's doing it.
it. That
everyone-
would make the show more fun.
I
So
think we now
think
know
it's
who
good.
the horn bags of this podcast are.
Maybe so.
Jody, I resemble that remark.
I know you do. That's why I said it.
Anyway,
And
so
well done, by the way.
we're going to move on from this scene with Svetlana as Danielle is concerned as they head back to the Molly Cobb Space Center. And this is where,
I miss Molly.
like they're expecting Svetlana's going to be sent back to the Soviet Union. They're probably going to put her on some kind of sham trial and execute her. And this is wrong. And it's going to be bad for morale and all these other things. So Danielle's making this case to Eli and the other suits here back at NASA to try to make an appeal to the USSR and to the government and to try to work it out. And Eli, he's pretty confident. He thinks he can get it done. Like, I know how to deal with these Russians. You just gotta.
And Kevin McAllister. Don't forget that.
And Kevin
Deal with him, too.
whatever, like there all these things. And it's just like when I was at GM, everything comes back to his role at GM. It keeps being referenced. And he's got to take care of this, but we'll find out he can't. He's not so good. This is what get Al Gore so mad at him.
Well, anybody who'd wear that tie needs to be hit.
Yeah. They also have this like little intelligence briefing where they tell us about Irina and that she used to be she was a KGB. She had fallen out of favor with Gorbachev because I'm always like get the impression like Gorbachev was like a good leader, like a moral leader, or at least more so.
I love too that this is every spy picture. Every single one looks.
They're always
exactly
behind the
like
car,
this, right behind the car,
and they're looking sideways.
She's always got that hat.
Always got all the black hat on and everything. Yeah.
That's how spy photos go.
I'm just trying to figure out what OS they're running.
Is it Windows?
No, it's some version of Linux. I just don't know what it is.
Oh.
Maybe
All right,
be
good
BIOS actually. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think there's we've said all we can about this scene, but
I've said
Eli
more than we need to.
Eli's got to talk to the Russians. It's kind of like the big thing here. So then we head to back to Mars, and we got this guy's name. Help me out.
Black Market Bob.
Black Market Ilya. Black Market Cork.
Like Black
whatever.
Market Bob though.
Black Market Bob. I don't remember that. So.
BMG.
I don't know anybody's names on any of these shows that I review.
But the best part was when we were doing the Orville and we're like into the 4th season.
Oh yeah, and I'm still like, hey, what's that girl's name again?
I'm like, Jody, you host this show every week. You should know this character.
You know what, Dave? There's a lot of bong resin in my head.
Well, yeah, mine too. Anyway, so Ilya and Miles here talking about business, everything else, the things that they've been working on, and business is good, going well, etc. He asked about the Korean guy right at the end of the last episode. The North Korean guy wanted to get his wife smuggled out, and Ilya says he's working on it with his partner, but there's not much follow-up
Hopefully they
here.
put her in a heated cargo bay.
We can't skip that far ahead, Kevin. We have to build to it,
because that was like it. But okay, we're building to it. We mentioned one line. That was like the one thing I found interesting was they were going to try to smuggle. Like, are they going to try to smuggle her out of the country, or are they going to try to smuggle her to Mars? Like,
yeah,
let's get on that rather than whatever the fuck they're doing.
Considering it only takes a month to get to Mars now, and not like what it used to be. But
I think it's harder to get out of North Korea or to get to Mars. That's the question.
Out of North Korea.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
So, can I ask a question here? Has he had the conversation with his wife yet?
The North Korean guy? I don't think so.
No, Miles.
Conversation.
What conversation? Well, she's right
this
here
right
on the
here.
tablet.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
that
was the message.
That was a message. Though.
By the way, I just want to let you know that his wife sucks.
Why?
I don't know. She's a jerk.
So wait. So
She's making
what I was
jewelry
trying to
with
understand
Samar.
here is that during this conversation or this message, she was somewhere, and then basically her daughter had this rock that her dad sent to her from Mars.
Yes.
Yeah, so she sold it for $5,000. Yeah.
Out from under her.
I would too. I mean,
What a terrible
It's a
parent.
rock. It's a rock.
Yeah.
That is a keepsake of your dad who may
He's
never
still
come
in
back.
Mars. You can send another one. It's $5,000. It's like,
$5,000 for it was like a piece of Martian
It would
volcanic
have been
glass.
$5,000 when the next one shows up anyway. That kid didn't care about.
So
I'm on
Miles
the
won.
kid side here.
if the kid really cared about it, maybe it'd be different. But maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't
The
know.
younger daughter seems to have more affection for her father, but Anyway, so his wife is saying like, oh, this could be a thing, and so Miles pitches this to Ilya as like a new business venture, right? You know, we can smuggle things off of Mars and back to Earth, and then make a profit there. But Ilya does not like this idea. He finds it way too risky. It's not what he's used to doing, and it needs to involve way too many people, in particular. So I don't know. He kind of makes sense, but on the other hand, Miles. Yeah, like I understand where Ilya is coming from, and Miles he's I think his main thing is that he wants to provide and all that, but he's also becoming more and more opportunistic.
I'm on the fence with this Miles guy. I don't know.
I'm not on the fence at all. I think he's a shifty little guy. He's the new guy. He's trying to change the model. Don't do that. It's working.
Right. Well, I think what they're also trying to establish on the show is like Mars is like the new frontier. It's like the Wild West, right? Yeah. Effectively. And so he's just it's like I'm out here so if I sell a little gold back home or whatever, what's the harm?
There's a flip side to the coin of playing it safe. Is he's just going to end up being this guy's lackey forever and not making much. And you never get anywhere without taking risk, and that's what he's willing to do, like he's willing to take a risk to.
But you have the guy who's been doing this for how many years now?
For sure.
Who has it down to a science. And this guy's like, oh, now I want you to double all your shipments and I want you to like fuck it all up. Oh yeah, this will be great.
Right. No, yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's like foolproof, but I think he has like the instinct is probably a good idea, but maybe don't jump on it right away. Have a think about it, exactly how you're going to do it before you just start doing it.
And make these two enterprises be separate. That way one doesn't destroy the other.
Right.
Well, that's a good point too. But yeah, so anyway, the conversation doesn't go great here for Miles. Gets chewed out here by Ilya and ultimately feels shot down. So that seems to be dead there. But we'll come back to that. So back at the Molly Cobb Space Center, Eli here, he's talking to Russia. He's talking to Irina in her office. And, he's like, well, we don't think sending her back would be a good idea. We want to handle this under like base discipline. And, and Irina's like, but under the treaty, like we're allowed to recall any of our citizens whenever we ask for. So the Russians do have the correct legal standpoint, it seems like, in this situation. But perhaps not the moral one, but definitely.
I did like this conversation. I love how she just stonewalls him the entire time. Like, oh yeah, but we're gonna do it our way. Like we don't have to say.
It comes across like,
well, they got people on Mars, but they still have really ugly phones.
Well, that's what they can afford in the Soviet Union. But
coupled together, Jody, they're like keeping two phones, or one phone working with two pieces.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But the main thing I took from this conversation is like Irina is way smarter than Eli, and is just kind of running circles around him in this conversation. And he thought like it would be like I don't know, figuring out.
He ran a car company.
Right. He's like, it's just like when I ran the car company.
And in the 2000s, he was basically making money. Like it was just
especially in the 90s, I guess, leading up to this. Anyway, so Irina's just like, nope, you'll be hearing from our government, or maybe we'll have to withdraw for the whole program if you don't start complying with what we want. So, this is not going great here for Eli.
He's such a fucking yes man too, eh? Like just how he's being portrayed. I like it.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm really mad, but I'm not going to show it.
Yeah. And then she hangs up the phone on him, and like his team here is just like, oh, that didn't go great.
Yeah. What a power move, eh? She's like,
no, he literally says that after the phone call. Well, that didn't go well.
No shit.
Exactly. He's just like, uh-oh.
Probably the tie.
Wait until I talk to Al Gore. Anyway, so coming along here. We head back to Roscosmos, and this is like their boardroom, like their meeting here. We see when Irina comes in, Margo is just sitting off to the side with like some of the junior people who don't get to sit at the table yet. Everyone stands when Irina comes into the room. It's like, it's just like when, I don't know, like a priest shows up or something. And then they all sit down. First order of business.
You stand up for priests when they show up?
Yeah, when they walk in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All right. You haven't been to church much.
No, I haven't.
Anyway, so Irina's briefing the team about this whole thing that they're refusing to send Svetlana back, and in the face of justice for her aggression against the nephew of our highly respected member of the new Politburo, basically one of the new president's lackeys, we must resist this egregious act, and they will face consequences for this course of action. But then there's this guy who's like, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should just let this go, and be more chill.
And she's like, "Do you want to die?" And he's like, "Well, no, I don't want to die."
Are you suggesting that she did not attack this guy? No, I'm not. And if you were stabbed in the back by a comrade, would you hand the dagger back to your assailant?
She's like, I could kill you right now. I could do that.
With a thought,
Yeah,
I could kill you.
That guy looks like every 80s museum, headmaster guy. Like
His
in all
forehead
those 80s and 90s movies.
is massive.
You gotta love a guy who wears a turtleneck with a blazer to this meeting.
I own an art studio on Beverly Hills.
He looks
How
like
dare you.
discount Robert Patrick as the T-1000.
Yes, he does.
He was the understudy.
Yep. I did not think so. She
You know
shuts
this
down.
boy.
Yeah, so we say we must find out again if we can trust these Americans, and to this end, there will be no reactivation of the asteroid program until we know what went wrong on this mission. A tragedy that took the love of Kuznetsov, who we saw in the first episode. That will come back later here on. So they have that preliminary report there of that accident, and he says, "Yep. Would you mind handing that to me?" And so they're handing out the reports of this investigation out.
I love this line. This was great.
Yeah, and please give one to Margaret Reynolds, Margo's like alias. And she's like, "Oh, I don't have enough. I only made enough for the people here at the boardroom table."
Just take goofy museum head director guy.
Yeah, take it from that guy who questioned my what I said earlier.
He won't be
My
here.
favorite is she says that while she's reading something else, doesn't look up, nothing. Like just
No.
Just give her that, guys.
Give her that. That guy doesn't need it.
Power move. I love
Yeah.
her. Queen
Oh.
behavior.
Yeah, she's ruthless. This one,
Powerful
anyway.
women you chime for, eh? Heather?
Oh yeah.
So we'll find out here that
Can't say I'm shocked.
the Russian engineer here, like Kirill, and this official report, it's trying to blame what happened with the whole asteroid disaster on the Americans, that their design was flawed. Well, we're actually going to find out it's actually the other way around, that the Russian technology was flawed.
They put wires on it.
Yeah,
You don't do wires in space. That's just we've already learned this.
You gotta love, like, we talked about this last week too, like how this is so
This Starfleet Nike
the
logo.
Starfleet Nike logo, yeah, that they have.
The hammer and sickle in there too.
Yeah, so it's
Why
got,
didn't they
of
put
course.
the hammer and sickle like in the curve of the Nike symbol? That would have looked better.
You should have been at the graphic design
I should have been.
table.
I agree.
Anyway, so altitude, blah blah blah, a bunch of things. So anyway, they send Margo to work to look over the report with her new office here. Not as glorious as her old office, perhaps. So she runs through this report.
I think she sleeps in this one too.
Probably.
Not yet.
What are the contributing factors? She starts doing. She's got to give Margo a pencil and paper. She's got to do some great math. Is kind of the main point here.
That printing looked like it was from like a grade 8 student. It's all over the fucking place.
Yeah, she's working.
50 rolls.
in
Plus, she got an injured wrist there, Jody.
Stop making.
Also, you remember her moon diagrams, right? She's not really an artist.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Also, wasn't she hung by her wrist in handcuffs like 2 episodes ago?
Last episode.
Last episode.
She like the trauma, everything she experienced in the last episode, I feel like is being sort of yada here, but and we're not quite sure how much time, not much time has gone by, like at least a couple days maybe, since where we saw her like walk in off of that prison bus with the hood on her head.
That's Lenin on the wall, but who else is next to him?
I think it's
Rasputin.
that new president, the one who's taken over here. He's like a fictional guy who's taken over from Gorbachev.
And she's got the wicked paneling on the wall. I like that too. Big thick.
Yeah. They know how to
Russia wall panels you.
interior design in Mother Russia is fantastic. And modest. There anyway, so Margo's working away. I'll come back to that. We head to Happy Valley, where we're down here in sub-level 3. This is Massey and all the Helios people in the underground speakeasy talking about what happened to Vasily, and that Massey is, feeling like they feel like what happened to him was wrong, that he could die. And, and I can't remember this guy's name, but he came up with Miles originally, and he was just like, come on, Vasily's an asshole. We all know it. Right. They're like, well, whatever. What if they do make a good point? Like, what if if the fight had gone the other way and Vasily had punctured her suit, what would the reaction be? Probably, considering the government, probably, not the same thing, but in their minds, like the astronauts, the cosmonauts, like they're kind of held up as like a higher class, like a higher nobility, and these are just the grunts who have to kind of pick up their entrails or whatever. So the lower deckers, if you will. So we see that brewing up here and everything else. Then Miles pulls Massey away, where into like the corridor to have like a private conversation where he's like he basically wants to get more of those obsidian Martian rocks so he can sell them more at $5,000 a piece. Who can blame him? So he wants Massey's help, but Massey is refusing to help him whatsoever. She completely blows him off and says no. So I feel like he ends. The main thing I took away from this episode was that like he asks for her help. She says no. He nearly gets killed. So therefore, this is kind of the incident that leads to her agreeing to help him reluctantly, because she does. Gonna bone. They were making googly eyes at each other, that they have. She cares about him on some level, Anyway, so
I don't know why.
Well, I think she cares deeply about the class difference between the astronauts and cosmonauts and the workers, as evidence. Like that was her first storyline when Parker or the other guy was killed. When Kuz was killed, she was really upset about that, and I think that carries through. But also, she definitely was making googly eyes at Miles.
Yeah,
there's no accounting for taste, I suppose.
No. Yeah,
well, especially if you're telling me there's somebody that wants Margo.
Jody, lay off Margo.
Anyway, where's this? Oh, we're back to Margo. Everyone excited. She's still working on her calculations. So she got a
still boring.
Anyway, well, it's now midnight here in Star City, or just after. So she's like, I need some coffee. I need to take a break. So she takes.
They all own that clock in the 80s, though. The flippy
one,
the flippy number one.
This is the early 2000s.
I know.
Well, they're 20 years behind.
Not in Russia.
Not in Russia. Different time zone, I guess. And like, there's this whole thing where she's like walking down like this empty, cold hallway here at night, and I was getting like Terminator 2 vibes for some reason. Like with the T-1000 coming through the asylum, when like Sarah Connor and them are trying to escape and all that.
Get down.
Yeah,
I love it.
Come with me if you want to live. All those kinds of things. And then we see like the dining hall, I guess, like the mess hall here for the Russians, which is way fancier.
I think this is the mess hall for like the higher ups. I don't think this is the grunt mess hall.
I think it's maybe more the common people. But anyways, Margo goes to get a coffee, but she doesn't have enough coins. It's 3 of these coins.
I love how this vending machine has it's like 18 options on each side, but yet they only have like 3 filled out.
Yeah,
and I bet 2 of them don't work.
Well, probably obviously,
yeah. But you still need 3 rubles.
It's not in the budget.
You'll need 3 rubles. So this woman, whose name I don't know yet, she's helping her. She gives her another ruble or whatever it is, and then she pulls the chair over, removes like the washer from underneath, from a screw. And because it's got the same weight and diameter, it will work as a coin there. So
I'm fairly certain if you do this, it's going to be a bad thing in Russia.
In Russia, probably. But did any of you guys do this like, when you were kids?
Oh, all the time.
Does this work?
It used to. I don't
You
think
used
it
to work
works
with
now.
the slugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the slugs. You used to be able to throw them in for a quarter.
Right. Well, if there's anything Margo likes, it's like some good science with a vending machine. That's what.
Yeah, she does have a weird vending machine fetish.
Yeah, like negative
And is
pressure.
this her new Aleda?
Yeah.
I think it might be the other way around.
This is like the Russian Aleda. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Margot's a bottom for sure.
No, Margo is a power bottom. She is a bottoming.
Power bottom. There is no such thing as a power bottom.
Oh, you are sorely mistaken, my friend.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, anyways, Margo gets her coffee, and you know, she's looking at the woman looking at the report there, and then Margo offers her advice and helps her figure something out about it.
Margo's
This is her
"There's
new
nothing
Elena."
more hotter than this. A woman with a report.
A woman with a report.
It's
Working
true.
tonight. Anyway, so there's kind of like a nice little meeting with her, and we find out that like, no one will talk to Margo, no one will look at Margo because Irina told everyone pretty much to do that. Like they all know who she really is. They all know that she's really Margo Madison and everything else, but she's Margaret Reynolds, and we all have to pretend she is, and we can't look at her and everything else. And everyone's so afraid of Irina that they don't dare. But we're seeing maybe this woman's a little willing to take a little bit of a risk there, willing to show her a little bit of kindness. So
I'm just wondering when the sex dungeon shows up.
Well,
Let's see if Dave got the screenshot that gave the look. I saw the look.
of what? This is my last screenshot from the scene. So what am I?
Oh, you missed. Well, she definitely gave
It
her a
was
stare.
very subtle, but it was there.
She checked her out, top
I-
to bottom.
This is what I get for
Feels
deleting.
like this is a lot of wishful thinking going on this.
No,
podcast.
it's
I
true.
don't really.
It's because the reality is it sucks.
It's it's not the best season. I have to invent a lesbian storyline.
Wait,
Okay.
you told
Let
me
me
that
have my
happened.
lesbians, Kevin.
Yeah.
See, there is no
Speaking
power
of that,
bottom.
what happened to the lesbians?
Yeah.
That's true. They got written out of the show, kind of. They went off to live in a compound
They
in Texas.
U-hauled it off to Portland and opened a used bookstore.
With
In a
men.
Subaru.
And they serve crepes in the morning.
Or blah. Well, blah.
Anyway, back to Happy Valley, back to Mars. So we're finding out that the Russians are now like the ones that are stationed here on Mars are like reverting everything back to Cyrillic and like the operating system, and making it all Russian.
You just uninstall one language pack and put another one on. It's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, so Danielle goes to talk to the cosmonauts here, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they're like, "Yeah, we don't recognize your authority as the base commander anymore. So we're
They're like,
not-"
who are you? You didn't have gray hair 20 minutes ago.
She now has gray hair. Like her hair is very inconsistent here.
I think it
didn't
depends on
notice
what
it when
level
I was
she's on.
watching, but that's wild. Like it was all brown in the last
Oh, yeah.
scene, and now it's gray again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
They must have two wigs for her, and they just like they fucked it up.
or there was like maybe they were reshoots, maybe, and they didn't.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. So anyway, she's like, "What's going on here? Like, you're not recognizing my authority." She's pissed off.
Respect my authority.
So then they have a meeting. It's like it's Ed and the rest of the NASA people, and they're like, "I thought we were past all this stuff with the Russians, but here we are again, back to the old ways." Because Kuznetsov wouldn't put up with this. Yeah. Huh?
Gone. Gray
Gone?
hair, gone.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's gone. It's not in
Oh
the
my
scene.
god, you're right. Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
What the fuck is going on here?
hold on. Let's go back here. Like
First,
that
I was promised lesbians. There's no lesbians, and then on top of that, I got gray hair, not gray hair
I know.
girl.
We gotta make them up.
like the hair. This is you're right. This is a different. If she's wearing a wig or her hair is completely.
Very different wig from there.
It's also shorter hair.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I mean. It's not just the color.
It's the shape. Yeah. Anyway, well, interesting.
And I thought Ed's wrinkles were inconsistent.
Yeah. Well, now all we're gonna be able to do is look at her hair from now on. But so Anyway, Kuznetsov wouldn't have put up with this for a second, we're told. Like, I wish we had seen more of Kuznetsov because, like, for the most part in season 3, he's a dick until he kind of turns nice near the end.
Yeah.
And then he dies in the first episode of this season. Like, I want to see more of this legendary Kuznetsov, who was such a great pal of theirs, and why. But anyway.
Just remember, Wires 3, NASA 0.
Sometimes I'm like,
and he dies for no reason. Like, do we
No.
care about this fucking mining? No.
No.
Like, he dies for nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's the overall. It's the overall storyline of season 4 is let's see how little you could care about everything that's happening.
Well, I feel like mostly, I wish season 3 had just kept going in the storylines there instead of like this time jump. But like they're so committed to this time jump every season that I feel like they kind of lost out on a lot of good storylines that they could have done maybe in between there. With this, anyway. So anyway, then we head over to Eli's house back on Earth. He's this is his conversation with Al Gore. I'm sorry. And Al Gore's come on, Eli. I can't do an Al Gore impression, but
you still did it better than the person that did it on the show.
More in your pocket there, Dave.
I'll need to work on it. It's like really boring Southern man. And he's like, I told everyone the Cold War was over, and now you're going to make it look like I'm dumb. They're going to play that over and over again. And I won't get elected to my next term. Come on. I might have to run against George W. Bush this time, for all I know. And so he hangs up on Eli, pissed off at him for not fixing the situation with Russia. We've seen like the news report here, like the Soviets want their cosmonaut back. They're not happy. Everything here with the news report. Al Gore.
Hey, just curious, does anybody think that the United States has a leg to stand on here?
No.
Russian citizens, Russian cosmonaut, no, right?
And if she asks for like asylum, maybe or something. But like she doesn't ask for any of that, right?
No.
So it's and there have been remember Defect Your Dog? They didn't give him back, but it's that for now this is causing all this tension here. We're seeing like this is picking up here. We got troops going on. We got missiles on parade. We got ships being deployed around the world, and this Cold War business is heating up fast.
Interplanetary crisis on Mars.
Interplanetary crisis. Anyway, so then we then transition from that news broadcast to back here on Mars, where the guy's watching Dev talk to the NNC, which is kind of like the CNN of this universe, talking about the Mars crisis, what Helios is doing now. As Miles comes to get his spacesuit, we meet this other Helios guy who I guess is like the quartermaster in charge of all the spacesuits, and they're talking about Dev. Maybe Dev's gonna like make the company profitable or not as evil as it is at this stage, or as has been since he left.
Okay, can I just say, because I wasn't here last week, I loved Dev coming in and firing everybody and taking back his company. It was wildly not even realistic a tiny bit, but I loved it. You're fired. Get out. Try this. Can't do it. Sue me. Blah, blah, blah.
That was the best thing about this episode.
It was great.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt
And
this episode, but I had to say that.
The
It's
CEO
okay, we
was
need
like,
some interruptions.
didn't fight him at all. It was just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, checkmate.
Yes.
I got checkmated. You're right. And everyone just walks out without saying a word. It's amazing.
Mhm.
And we were asking Adam because he's got a little bit more knowledge of these board procedures and stockholder things, and he was like, "No, this wouldn't happen this way," but it was fun. So
No, I've spent a lot of time in corporate life as well, and it's wildly inaccurate as to things actually work, but it was very satisfying.
sure. I wish it was like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so meanwhile Miles is getting his suit and he's like trying to talk to this other astronaut or guy who's like putting on a suit, but he's not talking to Miles because again the proper astronauts don't give a damn about the Helios people. He's like, hey, it's gonna be my first day on the surface, and he's like, whatever, we don't care, piss off. Anyway, so Miles is not getting one of the new fancy suits that have come out. He's getting one of these old clunker suits from like 8 years ago with the weird arms that we all made fun of last season.
Yeah.
And the
Get
weird
what
smell,
you get,
apparently.
and you don't be upset. That's what I taught my kids.
This is we saw. This is probably something like Ed puked in or Danny puked in or something. It's
It's
Apparently
probably
it
Danny's
smells.
suit.
It's Danny's old suit for all we know. Can I get one of those ones? They're all booked up. You want to get on the surface today? You're gonna have to take this one. So Miles is like, fine, I'll go on this one. And he's just like, that thing smells. Like it really smells here on the inside.
It's interesting that they're all just allowed to leave on their own, and more people don't die or go missing.
True.
And the guy he goes with just comes back to the base and doesn't even register that Miles is not with him or missing or anything. He's like, oh, well, didn't like that guy anyway. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, because he heads out here. Like because Miles didn't walk out here, right? Like did he? Like it seems like it's
I think
pretty
so.
far.
Buddy,
Yeah, he
drove
tells-
out with Buddy.
No, he told Massey he was going to walk.
Seems like a
That
far
guy's
walk.
not with him. I think they're just both going out at the same time, but they're not together. I don't.
They're not together. Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense because I thought they went out together and Buddy was just like, huh?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Another Helios guy gone. Oh well.
I guess I'm not too clear how far away this is from the base, but anyway,
Doesn't
so
matter.
Miles has got his little pooper scooper thing, and he's gonna pick up some dung here as he's walking along the Russian.
I had a
Russian-
moment here watching him walking on the surface here for the very first time. This capitalism ruins everything. He can't even enjoy the wonder of walking on another planet. He is looking straight down for money, and that's
Yeah.
it.
He's American. And probably
Yeah.
a Republican.
That's
You're right.
a really good point, Kevin.
Yep.
Really
Yeah.
good read of this scene.
And this
I
is
was-
kind of
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
quite beautiful where he is, and then he doesn't care.
he doesn't care, and this is kind of why what Ed is saying about why like maybe some of the astronaut people like they kind of look down on these Helios people because they're just here to make a buck or make a living or whatever. They're not here for like the exploration and the wonder and the science of it all. But you know,
But that's not the worker. That's not their fault.
no.
They're not
So-
getting paid enough.
Yeah.
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 If they were, would they care more? Maybe. You know, it's
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
they probably would. Or if it was a mission where they were all in it together as a collective, you know,
yeah, for all mankind. if
for
you
all
will.
mankind. Yeah.
Mhm. Anyway, so Miles is going along here, picking up some rocks and whatever else. You know, finding these brown poo shaped rocks.
Did anybody else get the impression that this claw thing he's using to pick up stuff definitely could not withstand the weight of any of these things?
I was
Like it's just it's like, yeah, there's no way. Like, there's
I don't know
just
what
no
it
way.
weighs. I guess it's
probably-
supposed to be like glass, but
Okay,
Yeah.
when I was a little girl, we had this thing. It was like a spring-loaded version of that, and it was called pickle pincher, and it was for
Yes.
picking pickles
Yep.
out of the jar.
Yeah.
So he's got a Mars pickle pincher to pick
Yeah.
up rocks.
he's a prospector. Anyway, so and he put those into his bag. He's going to sell them later. So he's just moving along here. He eventually comes up on like this hill and he sees, oh, there's one like shiny looking, you know, you can kind of see it. It's right there. It kind of shines right at him off the sunlight. So he's like, oh, I got to get that one, you know, even though it's on the edge of a cliff, you know, off a rock that's clearly like, you
What
know,
could go wrong when you're by yourself on the surface of Mars?
like there's nothing. This it's like the coyote and the roadrunner here.
Not
You're
only
like,
that, but like look at the platform he's on. Okay,
Yeah.
it wouldn't take
Yeah.
anybody of any sort of intelligence to know that that isn't a good place to stand.
no,
Like,
it's
it's
just-
all thin and
yeah, and
because we're
yeah,
seeing it from this profile, but when they show it over, it's like literally like that, right?
oh yeah, it's so foolish, and he's by himself. He has no backup. Anyway, so he's trying to reach this thing and going along here, and then the rock gives out under his weight, even though it's only 30% of Earth's gravity. It still fails. So he would have fallen much faster here had he been on Earth. But the fall happens here, and we can see more of these brown rocks. Like there's tons of them. Like how valuable really can they be if there's so many?
Well, they're from another planet, so I think every rock on this thing is valuable.
I guess, especially if you can't find it on Earth, I guess. But
Yeah.
so he's heading down here. He slides down. He slides down this like hill pretty fast, and he can't stop his descent. Although he seems like he could have used any of those boulders there. But anyway, who am I to question Miles? And his
a bit of a fall here. It was a bit of a fall.
It was quite a fall, yeah. And the only saving grace is that it's not as hard of a fall.
I was
as it would
so
be,
disappointed when they show the scene where they look down and see him and he's sitting there. I'm like, he's not even mangled or anything.
Yeah, like I'm so glad they set up this character for 4 episodes just to kill him right here.
What I don't understand is he fell like 30 feet, maybe
Probably.
20 feet, and he was okay. But earlier in the episode, the other guy gets pushed against, like a little drum, and he gets cut and
he falls maybe 6 feet.
Not even.
Not even.
Also, later on, she like sews up his arm.
Right.
Well, why is there nothing in the suit? The suit didn't rip open.
So yeah, he got a cut in his arm inside the suit, but the suit didn't puncture.
It was blunt force.
Yeah. Right.
I think it was what they implied. It was blunt force.
So I guess he just got lucky. I guess is all you could. And Vasily got very unlucky in his fall. But or maybe these older suits are a little bit more durable. Who's to say? You know, maybe
I've decided he's on my I want him to die list.
Yeah.
Who do not want to die, Jody? Like you want
That's a
everyone
good
to die.
question, actually.
Jody calls for torture and mangling for every.
You have a show of Cold War Russia, basically, and you're telling me that I'm not expecting these things? Come on.
You're extending the Soviet Union past when it already collapsed.
Yeah. Like,
all right, we're going to talk about the scene here where Massey and Danielle meet. Massey's here to talk about how she doesn't agree with the disciplinary action against Svetlana. And Danielle's just like, I haven't even told people what the disciplinary action is. How do you know it's not good enough? You know, it was kind of like...
Danielle's like, do you see my hair? It's got gray in it now.
Yeah.
Wait 2 minutes and it'll be brown and round.
That's our superpower.
Yeah. Did this scene do anything for you guys? Did you like? It was kind of.
I like this character. This girl. What's her name?
Massey. Samantha Massey.
Massey. I don't mind her, but I know she's gonna end up with doofy dumb shit over there, and it's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he'll get mangled and she'll have feelings about it, and you'll be really happy.
That could be the best of both worlds. Yeah.
Then a new guy will show up and take that bunk, and then she'll move on to that guy.
No. She'll move on to a lesbian relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
Well, in real life, this actress is queer.
I know. Look at her.
Yes. So
What? Hold on. What?
Anyway.
The gaydar went off.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Boop boop.
You bet.
Anyway.
She looks like a lovely lady.
So, but the only thing about this whole scene with what's his name, the guy who just fell, I can't remember his name.
Miles.
Doesn't matter.
Miles.
Doesn't matter.
Like how this episode was built was that he got into. Hold on, let me read it. It says the headline is here. And while Miles embarks on a risky venture, I was looking for more
risk.
More risk.
His risk was he fell
got
down.
lost in a ravine in Mars. Like, what more risk do you want, Adam?
Yeah. They made a whole movie around what happened to him. 127 hours. Like,
Yeah, there.
Well, if they trapped his fucking arm, that would have been better.
But if they made an
That's just what
episode,
happened. His only risk was leaning over too far. That was
Yes.
He's a
Very
big
risky.
risk taker, that
On a
one.
really stupid plateau that he
space
got-
travel is dangerous. Everyone, watch
this
out.
guy, this character has been nothing but trouble for me since episode 1. I do not like him.
I'm now going to start calling him Dewey. I think
Yes,
that's the
thank
proper
you.
name. Yep.
Well, anyway, maybe Massey's words had some impact on Danielle, who goes to look at Vasily in this barometric chamber.
Is this guy the fifth element?
Maybe?
Okay.
And Danielle's kind of thinking maybe she's feeling a little guilty. Like the morale of the crew and the base are also factors here. Not
Not
just
only that, but her hair is growing like mad again.
Well, it's also true. The doctor is back, everyone. He makes a
Ah.
cameo. Who knew he was here?
Sexy beard doctor.
Yeah, the
There he
guy.
is.
And we see that these two are friends. That's about it. He's like this.
Oh,
this-
he says I think we've been in worse situations. That's
Yeah,
what he
like
said to her,
Kelly.
Yeah, like trying to get Kelly back on the ship, or them having to survive for 18 months with no
Or
food.
trying to have
whatever.
to talk to Kelly. That must be a nightmare.
Anyway, so
Listening to
but
Kelly's iPod radio show.
Yeah, that would be bad too.
at least one American and Russian are still friends in this
Oh,
episode.
well, that's
It's-
good.
Yeah,
Then there's hope, Dave.
there's hope. Down in like the speakeasy here, the lower levels. They kind of guy goes, "Where's Miles?" And she goes, "He should be back by now." They kind of figure that he's missing. So
Nobody else knows.
Nobody else knows.
There's no
this
like
guy.
sign out sheet or anything. Like you don't
Yeah.
I don't
log
think
out. You
anybody
just
cares.
Even the guy who rented him the suit, you would think that he would be.
No,
but
because he's doing it under the table. He doesn't want anybody to
he did
know.
pay him off to get to use the
Yeah.
suit. So
Yeah,
this is
so
technically a non-authorized.
This is off the books. This is a black op. This is right here.
So,
No.
but Massey has access to the rover, so she can
And
use.
by the way, I would not have been upset if they found him dead. Sorry, Heather.
For all mankind, everyone. For all mankind.
No.
I've never been more proud of you,
How much
Adam.
I don't like this character right from the start. He's shady. He lied to get up there. Everything's just bad about it.
I
Season
love
5,
that now.
everyone's dead but Ed, and he's 1,000 years old.
Yeah. Ed's going on his like 130th year.
Massey follows Miles' footprints, and
She does.
she eventually figures out that he must have climbed up here, and she figures out he might have slid down this rock, so she thinks he's dead. She's really
So
worried.
how did she follow his his footprints when she was in the vehicle?
No, she knew he was coming to this location. It was just like,
Oh,
where
did
did
she?
where did he go once he got here?
Oh, okay.
Because she was the one who told him this. Is
All
what she's
right,
done.
that checks out. Dewey's in trouble. Okay.
Anyway, so she looks down here. She's expecting to find him dead at the bottom of this ravine, which would make Adam happy. But
Did you see how disappointed she
Uh,
was though when she saw him? She's like, "Ah, fuck, he's alive."
I
No.
actually kind of love that he is just sitting there. Like
he's just he's just kind of like, I don't know. I
He's
guess
such a useless twat that he has to sit here and do nothing but sit in a fucking ravine.
he's
He's not even trying to get out. Yeah,
No,
He's
he's not formulating a plan or anything.
Nope.
He's just
he's
looking at
just
his
staring at a
options and
fucking rock.
"That
That's what
sucks."
he's doing.
I'm gonna
But this
die
is even
in
funny, Kevin.
2
Like,
hours.
he can't hear anything, and she starts throwing rocks at him. Like,
yeah, because his antenna has been damaged apparently, right? So he's not hearing anything. He's looking at his oxygen levels, and he's down to what, 2%?
17.5?
17.5.
yeah.
At least they're
it's a-
using e-ink screens. That's good.
yeah.
Very low
So-
cost. That's a good way.
Kindle.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he's
like
he
Bill, yeah.
he can't hear her. He's just waiting for, I guess, to someone to come rescue him. Then he sees this rock kind of fall in front of him, and he's like, "Oh, it's you." Who then she's able to pull him out with a rope.
See, what you didn't see is she threw it at him, but she missed.
She threw it at his helmet. Boom.
She's like, "I'll just fucking kill him now."
She
Yeah.
didn't
But
want
she's
to beat
almost
him up. When
she's
she
almost
saved
like crying for Miles. I'm like, you don't know him that
No,
well.
she's sad because she's like, "Fucking Dewey's alive." Ah,
Yeah, I thought I would get his bonus.
Yeah,
So he can't hear her. So they pull her out with
she's just
her-
coming for the space rocks.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what happened. I was like, oh, this is gonna fail. Like this rope is clearly going to tear.
This whole
Uh,
sand mixed with concrete thing that they got going on here, just I'm not buying it.
Is this for Mars Rock?
Yeah,
Uh,
this can't be Mars.
It's
Rock.
When you
better
look-
than painted styrofoam.
That's true.
Says who?
Everyone with eyes.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Miles
checked
is able to, he gets out of the hole that he's in.
Yeah, no
Uh,
thanks to himself though.
Good thing he
Totally
no, it's like Massey's doing everything for him here. Fixing his antenna, and then she gets all pissed off at him once he can hear her. She shoves him.
Well, at least she has the common sense not to waste her rage until he can hear her.
Oh, that's good. Then she like patches him up here, like with because he's got the wound on his arm.
She's like,
Yeah.
"You're such an idiot, but my options are slim."
They're I suppose that's true. But even amongst the men available, he's clearly not the most desirable. But anyway, there's kind of a moment here. Googly eyes, as I mentioned. But she knows he's married.
What the hell is that thing on her? Like this badge thing that she's wearing? What is
It's
that?
part of her cooling system, like the cooling.
Oh, it's like the valves or something.
Yeah, because she was wearing the advanced suit and he's wearing like the crappy old one, right?
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, little eyes here as they head back to the base and the rover.
Nobody's questioning where this rover is. They're just like,
no. I guess it's a little lax here. Danielle's not running an authoritarian base. Back
busy with all of her wigs.
Back in Russia, we see that Margo is presenting Irina with like the report that will basically prove that the Russian design is why the whole asteroid disaster happened in the first episode. Faulty mechanics with like the securing thing or whatever. So Margo delivers that to her. Irina is very happy. So they call in Krill or whatever his name is, Semenov.
Krill.
Krill. And they're like, hey, we went over your report. And at first he's like, well, yeah, are we going to have to take this BS from this American who's going to come in here and tell us that it's wrong? But Irina's having none of it. She doesn't care about that at all. And
Looks like they have a hookah in the back there.
Just trying to cover your own little tracks there, mister.
Yeah, he was covering the tracks, maybe
Yes, probably a
protecting
lamp.
someone, maybe protecting that woman who might be in a relationship with Margo now. I don't know. So,
Definitely.
but like Irina figures out he didn't know about this. He covered it up in the report. In fact, implicated the Americans and NASA in the whole thing. And there was some kind of units error, because these stupid Americans, they sent the torque test specifications in pounds per feet and not in newtons meters. And then that screwed everything up. So this is just to prove you that.
Well, that did happen in real life
yeah.
with a satellite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The conversion was a little off.
Someone screwed up the conversion. It wasn't quite precise. The bolts passed and we flew them, and only after the accident did we figure out who screwed up the conversion. She wants to know, and he ends up taking the fall here. He doesn't throw whatever staff member was responsible. He shows a bit of nobility here, saying that I'm responsible for what's here. So finally, some accountability. She says, "Come on, Kirill, come
Krill's
with me."
a different thing.
I was like, we'll never see Kirill again. Bye.
We did another show with Krill.
You don't want to get on this one. As Margo is still getting used to this new environment here in Star City.
I love the carpet.
Yeah, I like the carpet too. It's
Nothing
red.
says I haven't recarpeted since the 80s, like a nice red velvet carpet.
Maybe the 70s, even. But anyway. And then when
you
they're
have to slingshot around a moon to get to Russia.
It's like they went back to all like these used furniture places that sell their office furniture from America. And then
the set people probably just went out into like Value Villages and found like
Yes.
grandpa's old furniture.
look at that lamp. It's great.
That lamp is awesome, though. I would have that lamp.
I would want that lamp too. It looks like it's made of paper almost.
Yeah, it might be.
Anyway, while Irina's out of the room, Margo starts looking at Irina's desk. This is a big mistake. Don't be doing this.
Is that Svetlana? It is.
Yes, it is Svetlana. Yeah. And there's kind of like whatever her file is here. Clearly, Irina was looking at it.
Oh, look, she's got an ashtray.
She does have an ashtray.
A
There's
well-used
years ago.
ashtray.
a somewhat heavily used one because there's like actually like these.
But
Like,
not recently used.
It's a pretty shitty ashtray, though.
like there's no ashes in it, but like the tar stains on like the holders.
I will
From the
tell you, though,
Gorbachev
it's
guy.
still deeper than Margo.
The Gorbachev person that was in charge before her smoked a lot.
I don't get it,
wow.
Jody.
You don't get it? All right.
Wasn't that other woman in like in charge? I don't know what happened to her. The one that was in season 3, whoever that Russian woman. Was
They all
in season
died.
3. They all died.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're looking at whatever was on Svetlana's. I don't read Cyrillic, so I don't know what this is meant to say. But then
She's
Margo-
172 centimeters.
Yeah. But then Margo then has to pretend like she's not looking at that when Irina does come back in the room. There's this poem on the wall, and it's by a Russian poet, which Irina reads in Russian. I'm not going to read the poem, but
I really get like Russian mob boss vibes from this chick. I like her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Love
She's
it.
KGB.
She should be like it. She should be like, you know how like the Bond movies always have like two villains where one dies like halfway through and then the other one's like there for the whole film.
Mhm.
You know, she's like the first one. Like
I
she's
mean,
not the mastermind, but she's like second in command.
How do you know
She's the
not
mastermind.
I think
You
she's
know
more of the other one.
I just mean in my analogy. We don't have to get all fucking PC here, guys. Like, come on.
I think she's like the she might be more the final boss, but anyway.
I don't
But
think
this
she's the final boss.
this poem is about exile, which I guess is what Margo's in. So that's like the thing here. Without grace, without inspiration, without life, without
Self-imposed,
tears.
by the way. Self-imposed exile.
Her self-imposed exile. She might have been better off to go to jail for 10
No,
years.
she should have went to a country that didn't have anything to do with the space programs. That's what they should. She should.
Well, she could have done that too.
She should have hang out in like Barbados or something.
Some non-extradition treaty country, but she ends, here she is. So she reads this whole poem out, and then we see here there's a photo that she shows to Margo of Sergei when he was here, but she's not in this photo. Like this is, I don't know when they took this.
Oh,
photo,
she's
but
probably over off frame.
She took the picture.
she took the picture.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, it's just to kind of connect the dots here, maybe for Margo, maybe to win Margo's trust a bit more, because she's seen Margo as useful to her, having figured out this whole thing here with Kirill, everything else. So she's like, the Americans didn't appreciate you, but I appreciate you, Margo.
Well,
You-
for now.
Yeah. So I liked this scene. I like the dynamic here. It's very,
I liked
dangerous.
it too, but I thought the picture was also a threat.
That we
Because
can
look
get
what
to.
happened to Sergey, and Margo knows
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. It's like, it's
Yeah, I think it was
and-
supposed to be more of a threat.
And she has done this to this guy in front of Margo
That's correct.
right now. Like it's all she's showing Margo, this is who I am. You
Oh, yeah.
fucking stay in line.
stay in
And
line.
you're
Don't be
my
covering up
lapdog, and
things.
you can do your little calculations, but
Yeah.
you better watch out.
Stay
You
in
just
line.
remember who's on top. You're no power bottom.
I think Irina's the power top.
Yes, and Margo's like, "Step on me, Russian mommy. Let's get it."
Russian mommy.
Look at that look. That's exactly what she's saying.
Yeah,
I might,
she's
I might
like,
have to
"I'm
use
here
that
for
on
it."
Candace.
Strong agreement.
I'm gonna
It
call
is.
Candace a Russian mummy.
That's good. Anyway, then we go
I'm
to
not here next week. It didn't go well. Just
the next scene was at Eli's house, where Eli was on his bike, and the thing kept yelling at him, "Keep up the pace, keep up the pace," and he was kept swearing at it and whatever else. He was not having it.
It's like a precursor to Peloton. There's
No,
not like
no.
a hot fitness person telling you to work harder. It's just a graph. It's not very motivating.
No, it's not. I much prefer Hannah, Corbin telling me what
Hi,
to do.
Pascal.
Pascal.
It's okay that you're late. It's fine.
He's only got his heartbeat at 133. I think he can get it up higher, quite frankly.
133.
Yeah,
That's
I want at least 140s. Come on,
Enhance.
enhance.
Yeah, but
Somehow.
how old is
I can read
Eli? Eli's got to be in his 60s, right? We're talking about
I'd say
retirement.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You
yeah.
know your max heart rate goes down as you age, Dave.
This
Does
guy's a
it?
government worker, man.
Yes.
He's freedom
No.
55 all day.
I didn't know that. Anyway, he's mad at the thing here. His wife comes, "Is everything okay, Eli?" He's, "Yeah, it's just a stupid bike. It's yelling at me." And Eli's wife was nice. I liked this scene with
Yeah.
her.
I like their lamps that look like bongs. Pretty good.
Like we get this more of a sense of who Eli is. Like he's a decent guy and he means well, and like they should be retired and whatever else. But Al Gore called him to duty. And who can
He's a decent guy, but he's also the floor mat, and you
Yeah.
know he's the floor mat. He's gonna bow down every time somebody tells him that they have to do it. So
Yeah, and so he wants, like, his wife wants him to retire, but he feels like he's got to do more and whatever. Anyway,
She's like, I just want that sweet pension you're gonna get.
but she says something to him in this conversation that triggers him, right? Like, oh, what's that city in India? And then he gets this like idea to fix this situation with Svetlana by bringing the Indians into it, because they're neutral. We need a neutral party between the Russians and the Americans, effectively.
Why
so
is he doing this? This seems like
Yeah.
a job for a politician and not him.
yeah,
know?
like an ambassador or something, you know.
Yes, it is, Pascal. It's Daniel Stern.
Yes.
Fun fact, he was also the uncredited voice of adult Kevin Arnold in the Wonder Years.
That's right.
I know. I rewatched
Really? I didn't know
an
that.
episode of it a few weeks ago, and I was like, I know that voice. What the hell?
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just like how Bob Saget's randomly.
Well,
the-
I'm glad
the
I showed up
violin.
at least for this podcast so I could learn that fact.
I'm sorry I stole your fun facts thunder, Adam.
I'm not sure that was even on his radar.
He was
It
bringing up
was.
the Wonder Years.
He was
Anyway,
completely there. Heather.
Oh, was it?
Daniel Stern.
He
Back at
lied.
Mars, this is where Danielle is basically explaining what Eli cooked up here to Ed, that she's going to be extradited, not to Russia, but she's going to be sent to India, where they're going to have the trial.
Short hair, no gray.
Yes, they're going to have the trial in India, and she'll get a fair trial there. Is what's been promised. And Ed is not happy
It's like
about
every
this.
time I get a chance to get laid, you guys send them away or kill them.
Well, that's true.
That includes Danny, by the way, just so you know.
Right. So Ed's like, you got to refuse. You got to keep her here. And Danielle's like, I have already agreed to this. Like, this is happening. And then this is, where Ed starts insulting her, that this is so typical for her. And they get into an argument here about
Every time he goes straight for the insults and straight for everything is your fault, Danielle.
everything's Danielle's fault.
Every time.
Worst.
Yeah, it's true. And they get into about Danny, whose fault was Danny, like that Ed brought Danny out on Helios even though he wasn't ready, and all these things, and ultimately what happens with his death. And,
She's not wrong.
but Ed saying that's not on me. What happened with Danny is not on Ed.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Kind of is, yeah. And Gordo also gets brought up in this argument too, like everything that had gone down with Gordo.
His ex-wife didn't help either, though.
Yeah, like Ed brings up a bunch of old shit, and then Danielle says one thing, and Ed's like, "Why you gotta bring up old shit?"
Exactly.
That's not even what we're talking about.
Mm.
Right. So yeah, Ed is not thrilled here with
He's like,
Danielle.
can I have some of my hair dye back so I can do my beard?
Yeah, he looks like he's got to eat her face or something.
He's
in
like,
this shot.
fava beans.
Yeah.
But I mean, you all say that Danielle is the same, but she is not. She is very different than she
No,
was
she was timid
in
before.
that
Now she's not.
sojourner mission. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Mm.
now
Now
she
now
she
she's
is
hardcore.
like, no, I'm in fucking charge,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be in charge.
Well, I guess like up until season 3, we only really see her commanding that whole handshake in space mission, which
Right.
didn't require a lot of command presence. Like really, like she had to deal with basically
Yeah,
one other
but wait,
astronaut.
Dave. I mean, she made a call that basically saved the world from nuclear war.
She did, but now she's got like a massive team. Like, and starting in season 3, she had all these astronauts under her, right? And so it's just there's more command decisions involved than before. She's and this is kind of what the whole argument's about, is how to
Like,
handle.
don't make me teach you how to ride a bike.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm just saying, season 3 during the sojourner mission, she would take a lot more shit from people.
she did,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
right,
Yeah.
and then she eventually got over that, and she's like, no,
She was
right?
more of a
But-
pushover, yeah.
But there were times where
Now she's a strong, independent woman.
especially when she was dealing with Kuznetsov, she was a little too
Yeah.
soft with him, and definitely all that. Anyway, so back at Russia, at lunch, Margot's getting a delicious piece of what the fuck is it?
Dough or something? I don't know.
Like a ramen, maybe? Like it does not look appetizing.
It's a latke. It's a
It's a-
potato dumpling. It's
Ugh.
Russia. It's potatoes for sure.
Yeah, not good. Look at these, like the ones who work in the kitchen here. They look like they're.
That's
really
what I'm
having a
saying.
good
If
time.
you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
leave your country because you're so worried about what's gonna happen, why the hell did you come here?
Hmm. Well, she likes the laka. Anyway, so she ends up finding her only friend here at Roscosmos, who is very disturbed about what happened with Kirill, and this is where she tells her what happened to Kirill, how the KGB took him, and everything else here. No, Margo says he was just fired. Irina would never do something terrible like have him disappear to some KGB or some gulag somewhere. And then the other woman's like, of course she would. Of course she would. She is one of them, one of the Tal Shiar, the KGB. Two men came into his office and they took him away in front of everyone, and no one did a thing, not even her. So cowards, all of them, even me. Anyway, but maybe opening a new relationship up. Who's to say?
New Aleda.
Yeah, the new Aleda, the Russian Aleda.
I think there's more to it than just that relationship between these two.
We'll see.
Yeah. Secret lesbian relationship starting?
Could be.
It was a lesbian thing, wasn't it?
Could be.
Could be.
Next scene, we see here Margot's waiting in the meeting room for Irina to come in, and Kirill's chair is empty.
Oh, Starfleet's there now. Good.
Ominously.
Yeah, this is a Starfleet guy.
That's such a Russian Starfleet. He's like at the tracksuit. He looks like he's about to go gamble.
All he needs is the gold chains.
Yeah, gold chains.
Where's my gold press latinum?
Anyway, Irina then comes in. Everyone stands, of course. She's at high attention. She has good news that the Americans have folded, and thanks to our efforts. So they're bringing Svetlana back to stand trial for her crimes against the state. Rah, rah, rah. And we have a busy end of the day, so let's get it. So that's kind of the end of the scene. And Margot's left contemplating her morality around.
She just wants that chair.
What has she become part of? Is she comfortable with this?
A dictatorship?
I think it's a little late. Just saying. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think what Margot's contemplating here is, I'm cooked.
Maybe, yeah. I think so.
Why did I go to Cuba?
She would have been better off in Cuba if they have a space.
But they would have got her in Cuba.
Yeah, they would have got her.
That's true. Yeah, they would have.
I don't know where she could have gone other than to be safe. But
who would have got her? Does the States even know that she's alive?
No. Which is amazing to me, considering all the spy surveillance and everything else, and all the counterintelligence that they haven't picked up on her at all.
The CIA probably.
I'm more concerned on why nobody has bothered to worry about where that goddamn statue is gone.
No, and everyone hated it. So the
Gordo
statue,
like that's fine.
Yeah, it's in that guy's backyard somewhere.
Yeah,
it's with Kelly's baby. Nobody cares about either of them.
No.
Anyway, Svetlana's packing for her trip. She's got some books. That will maybe come up in fun facts what these books are. Anyway, so Svetlana, she's getting ready for her trip back. Ed is trying to say like we can go down to like the lower decks and we can hide out there until like
even now he's like, yeah, let's mutiny against Danielle. Like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, he's just not willing to accept this. He doesn't want to accept this, that this is happening. And she's like, oh, no, Edward, you have been so nice to me. We maybe have boned. Who's to say?
They have not boned.
They certainly
Number one, she is way out of his league. All right,
for sure.
There's also a big age difference, I think, too.
But not in real life.
That's why she's out of his league, is because he's 700 years older than she is. Okay?
I can't wait to see what he looks like in season 5. I cannot wait for like old man Baldwin.
Well, not only that,
crypt keeper, like girl.
Yeah.
Well, and they announced the spin-off series too, right? There's a spin-off series coming.
There's still some pepper in that beard.
City.
It'll be all salt next season.
Yeah, all salt, no peps. Anyway, so they have maybe their first kiss.
It is their first kiss.
Well, maybe they did other things before they kissed. Who's to say?
Maybe.
You know,
Maybe some
so-
like finger stuff.
Yeah.
Who cares about Ed and his girlfriend? Ed's got to go.
It's gonna go anyway. Who's ready for the Green Mile walk down here? And this guy, I can't remember his name anyway.
I'm tired, boss.
Ed wants the new Deke. Ed wants to walk Svetlana down like the Green Mile here, and
Shame. Shame.
there's a lot of these angry people here. Shame. Yeah, she
Now-
pushed it.
Can I say the song they chose for this, the Cat Power song, was
Yeah,
mwah, chef's kiss.
very good.
That album is fantastic, and I was so happy to hear that song in this context because I
Music
just
is one
thought it was
thing.
flawless. This scene was so good.
Music is one thing this series gets right.
Yes.
They always come up with some pretty good songs to use.
Mhm. Yeah, and all the crew are mad. You know, you pushed Vasily. You almost got him killed, and all these people angry. Like this is weird.
Yeah.
but just like would this play out like this?
I think it's obviously meant to symbolize the growing unrest.
Yeah.
House
between
divided.
everybody on
Heather.
this
House
stage.
divided. The house is divided over this, and
That's right.
you know Danielle and Ed and all of them. Right, they're all pissed off, and she's fighting back the tears as she's.
I gotta miss her. I liked her.
You liked her.
Yeah, I liked her.
That's a rare.
Oh
That's
my
a rare.
god. Who
You don't
are
want her
you?
to die or anything, like or get tortured more or something. So anyway,
She didn't need to be tortured.
yeah.
Oh, don't
Well,
worry,
she-
Jody. We'll probably get a big scene down on Earth in Russia. You know.
and then she's
Don't tease
gone,
me, Adam.
and Ed can't even look at Danielle. You know, he just walks past her, and she's looking like she's feeling bad, or she's
Hey, Bob.
you know, like Kevin said, he
Well,
doesn't.
it would have been
deserve her
better if
friendship.
his
You should
evil.
fucking put him on that ship too and tell him to get the fuck out. Like
I'm surprised.
he should
I'm
be on the
surprised somebody
Unity
didn't say
as
that.
well.
Yeah.
yeah, he's down, but you know, she's not going to turn on her fellow Bob like that. So, you know, that's the end of the episode.
It would have been better if she whispered to him as he was walking by. Fuck you, Bob.
Yeah. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Bob. Yeah.
I'll take away all your girlfriends. It's fine.
Anyway, that is our episode in screenshots. Adam, help me out here with some trivia, please. And tell me
Sure.
what's
Okay, you asked about the book.
Adam.
Sexy fun facts with Adam.
I like how he whisked out while he was saying that too. He was like, fun, sexy, fun facts with Adam. There we go.
Okay, can I get started now?
You can.
I don't know. I was enjoying it, but
All right.
Unclear.
Okay, so you asked about the books. The book was
Sure.
actually Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky.
Oh, that seems fitting. That seems fitting. Yeah.
But there
okay.
was two of them. Same
Like
book.
it was the same. She had two
Same
copies of the same book.
Yes.
In both in Russian?
Yes.
No, one in
That's
the
weird.
original Klingon.
Right.
You don't experience War and Peace without some Klingon or Crime and Punishment or whatever it was.
One was Crime and Punishment, and the other one was Crime and Punishment Cliff's Notes.
Yeah, one was the Coles Notes version. Yeah.
Well, so guys, really stretching here, but I'm going to give you some fun facts about the actors we've seen over time here.
Oh,
Okay.
I've actually been using some Russian actors along the way here. So coming back to the guy who, oh God, what's his name in the show? The guy who played.
Kirill?
No. He played Margo's love interest.
Oh, Sergey.
Sergey, thank you. He was actually Polish. He's played plays roles in several other languages, including other than Polish and English. He has acting experience in Italian, Russian, German, Portuguese, Swedish, and even Japanese.
Damn.
So he's a pretty accomplished actor.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's the voice. He's the Polish voice of Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Adam Sandler, and has contributed talents of such characters as Melman the giraffe in Madagascar, Zigzag McQueen in Cars, and the title role in Ant-Man. So he does a lot of dubbing, I guess. You know, when they do.
He does the national releases. Yeah.
He owns one of the best, according to TripAdvisor, Polish cuisine restaurants in Warsaw called Stary Dom.
I'm so glad I heard that incorrectly because it was funny in my head. I thought you said Stary Dong.
Oh, Sarah, yes, that would have been funny too.
That would have been funny. It was funny in my head, just so you know.
It could be said that the film debut was the day of his birth, when he and his mother became subjects of a short documentary on new innovative approach to obstetrics being implemented at the hospital. So he was right from the start an actor.
Oh, well, guys.
I mean, he saw it. If he ever watches that again, he'll see his mom naked, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna fuck you up.
That's great.
Yeah.
Also, do you know that Svetlana, the actress who plays, she's actually 1 month older than me. She's born in April 1971.
Oh,
Really?
I did not know that. I would.
You both age fantastic.
Well,
Mhm.
thank you.
One's
Everybody's
better though.
favorite, Joel Kinnaman.
Yes.
What did you say, Jody?
Nothing.
Just didn't really stick with me. He holds both Swedish and American citizenship.
Ah.
His father is American born and his mother is Swedish born. During the late show appearance with Stephen Colbert in 2015, he went to this. He told Stephen that he went to the same high school as Alexander Skarsgård. He has a very a congenital deformity in his anterior thoracic wall of his sternum, where his rib cage grows up normally, producing a sunken appearance of the chest. For this condition, he underwent corrective surgery that involved the insertion of 2 curved metal bars behind his ribs that extended across the width of his chest. When rotated, the curvature of the bars moved outwards to basically give the greater gap in his chest, so making it look like it was full.
My son has a version of that.
Really?
His protrudes.
So he's like a bionic man. You're telling me?
Yeah.
Once the desired contour was determined, the bars were attached to his ribs, and he now has them in his torso.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What a pain in the ass for the TSA, though.
Yeah, I bet he's setting up all.
Especially if you don't tell them. They're like, "Do you have any implants or anything?" No.
Way better.
And then finally, I wanted to mention Svetlana. Sorry, not Svetlana. Irina.
Who's Irina?
She's actually named Svetlana.
Like that one who
Russian.
runs the Russian place, the KGB lady.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, I kind of like the power of women too in this season, because we've had a lot of guys.
Oh,
Actually,
I'm all for
Margo's been
that.
in charge the whole time, but she never was a good leader.
No, she sucks.
And I don't think actually. So Irina Morozova, who's also played by Svetlana Efremova. That's her
Oh,
real
the
name.
another Svetlana.
Yes.
A real one.
Her latest her latest movie was called Circumcision. It was rated 9 on IMDb.
There you go.
But she moved
You know
to the
what?
United
See,
States.
I'm crossed though. I don't think I could watch that movie.
Is
Even
it
if it is a
fiction
9.
or a documentary?
Does it matter?
I think it's a movie. I can check on that in a minute. But she moved to the United States a year after her 1990 tour with a company from Leningrad Academy of Theater. She was quoted in the Los Angeles Times saying, "If you taste freedom, I start liking it. I thought if communism will win, I don't want to be there." So she is a adopted daughter of America, and I don't think Trump will kick her out because she's an accomplished actress.
Oh, that's good. An episode coming up this season is also called Leningrad, so that's kind of an interesting connection.
Well, now it's St. Petersburg too.
There you go. Is that all our fun facts, Adam?
Fun facts are done for
Are
tonight.
you done being sexy?
That was very sexy of you. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right,
Next
that's
week I'll try
bring
to
in-
find sexy.
Not
fun
gonna
facts.
lie, I was a little turned on.
yeah, maybe
All
more than
right.
a little. Now let's catch up with Heather as we head into our ratings here. As she missed last week, what would your rating for the bear hug be, Heather?
I am going to give it an 8
Oh,
because
I'm
I
so
liked it better
disappointed
than
with
the first 2 episodes of the season.
Okay, and
I'm
this
disappointed
episode,
with you, Heather.
Pardon?
don't listen to him. All right, let's.
I don't.
Yeah.
So
This episode.
For this episode,
Mhm.
I don't know, like a 7, I guess.
Okay. Jeff, how about you?
Me?
Yeah, this episode.
No, the other Jeff.
Oh, I don't know. Like 6.6.
6.6. All right. That's your highest rating so far this season. All right, Kevin.
Is this better than last week? I don't know because I didn't care last week and I don't care this week. I think it is a little bit. Give it a 6.5. I guess.
Okay. I'll go 7. It's fine. All right, Adam.
It's fine.
7 as well, Dave.
Okay.
It wasn't
And-
awful.
And Jody.
I will say a 6.1358. But you can just put 6.1 if you want.
We'll just round it up to 6.1, but
There you go. That's
we'll always know that it is actually 6.1358. Now,
truly, yes.
that is now, we are averaging tonight a 6.7 out of 10.
How did that word be worse than last week's? I guess it was worse than last week's.
Well, we had a couple 8s last week, and like you and I.
Yeah, basically the people that shouldn't have voted were the ones that voted high.
Yeah, and this has a 7.4.
I don't understand that comment. Wait a second. Why? How do you get to that?
Because you're wrong.
Oh,
How do I
see.
get to what, the average or?
No, not you. What Jody just
No,
said.
he's talking to me.
Oh,
Jody's being really creepy tonight. As far as this,
I
anyway.
think he
Being
took some
creepy?
drugs.
Really?
So, all right. Well, okay. So this has a 6.7 from us, a 7.4 on IMDb. Between the two, we're averaging 7.1. So that is it for our ratings on this one. Looking ahead to our next episode, episode 5, it is called Goldilocks.
Oh.
I'd be sleeping in the wrong bed.
Oh, finally they'll get it just right. I doubt it.
Exactly. Well done, Kevin. All right.
Oh, Kevin. He talks
Also,
very little, but when he talks, it's important.
No, it isn't.
that was a good one. Oh, they'll get it just well. One can hope.
They're only halfway through the season, Kevin. They're bound to do something decent, even by accident.
And as I
Kevin,
mentioned,
I will agree with you as far as this season seems to be going very slowly.
Oh, it is.
now I have to warn you all that like in every, I don't really remember exactly, but I remember that every other season, like it was in episode 5 and especially episode 6, where we all it did even in those seasons we loved, that was always like our low point. So
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's not going to be true here, but we'll see how this goes. But then there's
Does
a
this
Christian.
get any better, Dave?
I think so. It depends what you like.
You didn't read the tagline here. Discovery sends teams across Earth and Mars scrambling for answers.
Right. If you're
They're
into
gonna
apps,
scramble. It's gonna be fun.
who wants to see some scrambling,
Who
everyone?
wants to see some scramble?
Scramble. Yeah. Anyway. So look out for that. Also, tomorrow we do other shows on this network, on this podcast. Every Tuesday night, we're talking about, or Tuesday or Thursday, it's moving around a lot. We're talking about Star Trek: The Next Generation. We will be on tomorrow night to talk about season 3, episode 12. It's called The High Ground. It's a Dr. Crusher featured episode. And there's themes around terrorism and all kinds of things. I'll be on with Justin and Adam tomorrow night to talk all about that. And then Wednesday, we look ahead on our Super Maid Brothers podcast. We will be talking about the newest episode of Survivor 49 titled Cherry on Top. Look out for that on the Super Maid Brothers podcast. Anyway, that's all my plugs. And thanks for being with us here, and to the whole panel. It's been great to have us back.
Even me, Dave?
Yeah.
Even
You know, Jody.
You know
made
what?
this-
All the hesitation that you guys just did, I'm not impressed about.
I'm
Okay,
not.
so-
I'm not. I'm not. Where's he gone?
He left. He left
No, I didn't.
because you
He's
guys
never-
are cruel to him, and I will not tolerate any more of this Jody bashing.
Yeah, no, of course.
Thank you,
Oh,
Heather.
he's back.
Jody, it would not be the same without you. It really wouldn't.
Obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks to
I'm
the
the
whole
only
panel.
fun that this podcast has.
Jody, you're an idiot.
I know.
All right, well,
we got to get our dad back on here. Is it?
yeah.
Jody,
I disagree with you.
I don't
I
mean
think
that.
you might be an idiot.
Yeah.
He didn't
It's
say
a great
Mike,
episode. How dare you?
Dave. He didn't,
He didn't
say
say
Mike.
Mikey. It was
No.
He told
Dave.
me. No, he didn't. He told me I was an idiot.
But that's what you get when you insult his favorite episode of Star
Yeah, his
Trek.
favorite episode was a terrible
this
episode. of the
garbage
original
episode?
series.
I stand by it. It's garbage.
He's like, I like when that secret agent guy and the woman who turns into a cat show up.
I like that Star Trek episode where it wasn't Star Trek at all.
Yeah,
Hold on. That episode was really good.
No, it wasn't.
You're on my
I love it.
team on that one.
Oh, you guys are all.
It's perhaps the most controversial episode.
You're
of
all
Star Trek.
idiots. Except for Heather.
Thank you. Thank you.
Heather, do you like that
Maybe
episode?
Dave.
What? I don't even know what episode we're talking
Assignment
about.
Earth.
Assignment
That's calling
Earth from the
Jody an
original
idiot,
series.
which-
It's
yeah,
a-
The one with
I love
Gary Gar in
I
it.
love that episode.
You should go watch it because it's so interesting. It's this original
It's so
series episode.
garbage.
It's at the end of season 2 when they thought this the show was going to be canceled. So Gene Roddenberry kind of cooks up like this backdoor pilot for a new show that would have been about this character Gary Seven, like a time.
Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with it.
You've seen it,
but-
okay? Yeah.
No, I
He's a
haven't
Doctor
seen
Who.
it. I've
He
seen
even has a
one
servo.
episode of TOS. One.
They try to make an American Doctor Who. Is
Yes.
kind of a good is kind of an interesting way of putting it.
He
Yeah,
even has a little Sonic Groove screwdriver.
that's true.
Yeah.
And he time travels and he's got different gadgets and whatever. Yeah, so I could see that. Anyway, that's that. Thanks for being with us on the podcast tonight. Live long and podcast, everyone, and we'll see you next time. I hope to join us on Tuesday. See you next time, everyone. Good night. Bye.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And take a peek into the darkness with Heard Noise, Must Investigate with Michael Chan. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mater Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.